My name is Dan Mulalu, and I'm aspiring for a member of parliament, Katakwi district, Ngariam County and Katakwi district. One, what has taken place there is a reconciliation to have a peaceful election. Because there has been a lot of animosity here. People want to create violence. The other camp is organizing negativity. The other camp is tearing other people's posters, or other people are trying to instigate that so and so is the one organizing for the tearing of the posters, which it could actually result in pouring blood. So when the leadership of the nation contacted me, I said I don't have any problem with any candidate who is contesting. Neither does that candidate has any problem with me. So the leadership asked that, can you greet yourselves? Can you reconcile? The reconciliation is political, having a peaceful election. Not that I have stepped down for Honorable Ogwang because he's a flag bearer, but having a peaceful election, having without inciting the public, without having challenges that can bring into blood pouring. You know the history of politics here. And I thought that having peaceful election, having peaceful gathering tomorrow when we start. Today I have submitted my program for campaigns to the Electoral Commission. So that is what transpired there. The fact is, I have never, since I campaigned for Ogwang for the youth member of parliament, I was his campaign manager. Today is when we have greeted. So that is equivalent to 15 years. So that means that we have been having, each one has been having an issue that can easily escalate within the community. Bearing in mind that we are contesting in one county. I am still in the race, and I am going to tell people my aspirations, and then people will determine on the ground. But having peaceful campaigns is the key. What am I meaning? So that people that we won't get votes from them are healthy without injuring them. That is why we have that. You can imagine the top leadership must have realized that there's going to be a problem here. And that's why I was contacted. I said I have no problem. Before the president's a fountain of honor. It's okay. I can have a peaceful reconciliation with him. We greet, and it would have been not good for me to accept before the president. As a child of NRM, I had to accept after the top leadership contacted me. What brought this today? Because after getting that communication, I got that communication at around 4. That Dan, people are tearing your posters, mine and for Honorable Otuko. And we thought that we could also retaliate, do the same. I can tell you, we're also planning to do that. Today, as the president leaves, there will be no poster for Ogwang standing. Today, we had already also put that. And when the security realized that we were moving to that, then they said, now why don't we have a reconciliation? Because it is painful. I'm using money for my posters. Otuko is using money. Honorable Peter is using money. The VP is using money. The president is using money. Why would ours be targeted? So that is why today I think the top leadership realized that Katakwi or Ngariam will have what? A big challenge when it comes to peaceful. That's why for me, I want to promise that I am going to continue with my peaceful canvassing of votes, because I don't want to bring injuries to the population. The propaganda now is going to say that Dan, because greeting, I've told you I've never greeted Ogwang for 15 years. Why would I greet him today? It's because of creating peace for this political contest that we are in. Even if the president calls me now, or any leader, or any VP and say, let's have this and discuss, I have no problem. And that shows the maturity in politics than having an ego that needs to retaliate. I've been in politics in this county for long, despite the fact I'm not coming directly as a county. This is my first time. I was a district chairman here for 15 years. I worked here as a probation officer for 5 years. I worked here as a NOSAF officer for 2 years. But before, when we are here, there was no kind of, but for the last 10 years, the politics here has changed. There is a do or die. Even when somebody knows that Dan is weak, why do you want to torture his opponent? Why do you want to destroy his items for campaign? So that's why, for me, the experience in this, when Honorable Leng was a member of parliament here, when Papai Oisaya was a member of parliament here, the violence here has been escalated for the last 10 years. And my coming in, of course, bearing in mind that I am also the child of the state. So there is that anxiety. People think that maybe there's going to be more pouring blood and water. That's why today, like I said, the top leadership, I was even called by the RPC of the region. I was called by the deputy IGP in charge politics today, that now we need to put a focus there. You don't throw down the mobilization that you want to start. It might bring problems into. That's why this event you have seen between me and Honorable Peter is not that I've stepped down and people should disregard that I am going for election.